All right. What's up? I did not rehearse any of this, so I'm just gonna go off the cuff and try my best not to mess it up. Um, I'm Caleb. I'm behind the scenes. Typically, I've been on the last few episodes, but there's a company that I used to work for, CNC. They lost. We lost a good friend last week, about a week ago. His name was Richard Smith. He got in a pretty bad car accident. Some other guy ran a stoplight. And he's gone. He was a very important person to us, and he was big into 3D printing. He loved the fact that he worked at a company where he could build 3D printers. He and I built CNC printers for quite a long time together, day in and day out. And we miss him quite a bit, but he was a big part of the community. He joined HotMakes shows every now and then. And he was a big supporter of the show and everything we do here. So he wouldn't want us to dwell on it for too long. He was a pretty cool dude, but his family has a GoFundMe. His daughter is running it they've already met their goal, but anything that's extra goes into helping take care of his son, who he was taking care of, who has special needs. And I'm having a hard time keeping my train of thought. Long story short, feel free to check out the GoFundMe. CNC posted a video that I put together that showed a little bit about his personality and what he was like. And some of you did know him. Some of you who don't, I would recommend checking that out. And the GoFundMe is in the description of this video. And I guess, I don't know if anybody else knows or cares. I guess this is more for me than anybody else. And I appreciate Jim and Shannon let me do this, but I'd like to have just 60 seconds of silence before we start the show and then just move on. So that's it. I don't have anything else to say. 60 seconds starting now. Thanks, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to HotMakes right here on the HotMakes. I'm Nerdy J. This is Shannon, and this, my friends, is the real Sam Prentice. How you guys doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Man, I'm pumped, feeling much better and ready for a show we missed last week because of the holiday, and I'm excited to be here. I'm throwing my arms around everywhere, and Shannon will be like, "Whoa,
Yeah, that's usually how it goes between us, though.
You sound a little bit like me, actually, but I didn't miss out on having you around last week because
nice.
Oh,
right
boy.
here is my MIDI gym with
Yeah.
his tripod garage hat on. There we go, or garage, depending on where you're from. And of course, now you're getting into lasers. I've got your special glasses as well. So,
Well, I appreciate you not letting my eyes burn out.
exactly.
That makes that means a lot, and I love that version of me.
It's big.
It's very representative.
I've got to be careful how I handle it. That's one of the.
That's what she said.
Mhm.
Shannon, how are you?
Oh my lord. Honestly, very, very, very stressed, guys. I have San Diego Comic-Con coming up, but we're hanging in there.
Nice. That's gonna be fun, right? I think Shannon is now frozen in time. She is. Wanda's taken over Shannon's stream. There you back.
I don't know what that was. That was my.
Whoa.
My internet said no. My internet's still saying no. Okay, guys, if I drop out, I'm sorry. Wow. It of course waited till like we went on stream too. Like, it didn't want to do this like 10 minutes ago. No, I have San Diego Comic-Con coming up. And so that's like consuming my time right now,
Nice.
but I'm hanging in there. I'm good. I'm just very tired.
It seems like it's going to be a blast. We have a bunch of awesome comments. Polymaker 3D's with us. How you doing? Tripod, how you doing? Yeah, Tripod was with me for a marathon, like 3-hour stream the other night. I think it was
Oh boy.
Friday night, maybe. I think it was Friday night. I can't remember what night it was. And he was hanging out with me doing a laser. But yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of cool stuff tonight. Before we dive into that, if you want to see any of the HotMakes stuff that was shown tonight, or we didn't get a chance to see because there was a ton of stuff, check out the link in the description below. It is a Google Doc. You can go find episode 108. Holy moly. Also, as Caleb alluded to in the beginning of the show, if you want to donate and you can help the family of the person we lost from See Me CNC, there's also a link in the description below. We always appreciate that to help a fellow community member out. I believe Geary might know. I'm pretty sure he was at Murph, and he came and said hi, right? Yeah. No.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a yes.
No, yes.
So,
Yes. Can you hear me?
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I heard ribbit.
We're having some technical difficulties today.
But so that was awesome. And like I said, if you can help out, thank you so much. Matter of fact, Andrew, thank you so much for $10 in the PayPals. I'm going to turn around and donate that back to the family. So thank you for that. We really appreciate that. What else do we got, Shannon?
We are everywhere, per usual. So we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we are on Facebook. Oh boy, that's the problem. I don't have coffee right now, but
So this was my Father's Day gift. One of them. And then I got home today, and my 2-year-old decided he was going to start helping me make coffee with our espresso machine. He likes to press the buttons.
yeah.
And he brings his little stool over, and he's like, make coffee. And his mom or my wife said, you have to wait till Dad comes home so we can make Dad coffee. So as soon as I got home, they jumped up and they made me coffee, and it was the cutest.
Aww.
But anyways, what else we got? We got the real, not the fake, the real Sam Prentice with us today.
You have. This is like the second time. Someone asked me earlier, are they running out of guests? And I went, maybe. I don't know.
No, we just like to tank in ratings. No, Sam is with us. We're going to talk about, the shirts say it all, Death Racer action. Thank you so much for the shirt. It fits, mostly. And I got a girdle on. No, Sam brings me this shirt, and he's like, hey, I got this shirt. What size? It was like 2XL. And he's like, oh, you're a large guy? Are you? We never met yet. And I was like, yeah, do you have 10th size? I mean, usually tent
You did
size
say that.
works.
You did say that.
I did, yeah. But no, this is perfect. I think it was like an extra large or something, and it worked out well. Extra small would have been hilarious, though. I would have put it on. I would have tried it.
So I'm getting. I do get this question quite a lot. Who's the fake one? There is a fake one. There is an imposter, and I think I had him as a Facebook image for ages and stuff like that. It's a friend of mine called Giles, and he does kind of this impression of me. And it's interesting you were doing the thing with the hands, because I do that in my videos quite a bit. So he does that and tells everyone I'm working on my goatee, and yeah, it's kind of weird. But no, it was mainly Jan. Oh my God, Geary, you're looking fierce, my friend. I've got to say. But getting back on topic just for a second. Yeah, the handle was taken. So it's Sam Prentice on Twitter, but the real Sam Prentice everywhere else. So yeah, that was kind of where that came from. Really, I think it should be something like Sam Prentice does 3D printing. Maybe that should be a more appropriate kind of channel name. But here now. So what do you do?
Right. Well, I you know what? The real Sam Prentice is awesome. And I got to ask before we get too far. Number one, my nieces are watching. Hi, guys. And my mom just texted me and said, say hi to Jaden and Bella. Hi, guys. Anyways, you were here in the U.S., for a trip. It was a nice long trip. I mean, like a week, right? At least a week, right?
Yeah, I was there for a week. Yep.
Nice. And number one question, how many pancakes did you eat while you were here?
I ate, I would have had 7 portions.
Oh my Lord. US portions, though, which are like not normal size.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, I was getting waitresses saying to me, oh my God, I can't believe you've eaten it. And when we returned to the Pancake House the first time we went in there, we went back there a few days later, and it was almost like a freak show. Like they were bringing people out to sting me. And I was like, what's going on? This is the guy. This is the guy. Yeah. The guy what? That ate all the pancakes. I'm like, yeah. So it's weird. It's a weird thing for me, I guess. But I don't know what came over me. And all of a sudden, it was almost like it was a thing. So there were French toast. There was other things that were certainly offered to me. But I was like, pancakes for the win. And in fact, I'm glad you've got onto that, because this is what we have in the UK. This is Weetabix. So essentially what it is a block of wheat that you put milk on.
No. Well, he won't like it if there's milk.
50% extra free. So that's what you get with that. And then
wait.
Now if you're in the north,
that's like eating a rice cake.
You get Scottish oats, and you have to wear this kilt. You have to wear this kilt while you're eating these things. They're old-fashioned.
Oh my Lord!
But they're in date. So yeah. So our breakfasts here are pretty lame, to be honest. In there you go. Look, yeah, that was a good pancake. I remember that very well. I remember that
so
very
much
well.
Food
That was
and so much sugar.
I'm literally like drawn to it. Yeah, we had some fun with it as well, because obviously I came out and stayed in the vicinity of Tripod and his garage. And it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, his garage. I thought it would be much bigger. That's another pancake. Yeah, okay, I can see where this is going. And yeah, so he took me around, and then he took me to Murph, and his hospitality was second to none. And he's a true friend and a great guy. That's another pancake. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. But yeah, I consumed a lot of pancakes, and I tried all the other stuff: chicken wings, burgers. That was another good one. Yeah, that was...
I found every pancake photo. So
pancake photo. Photo.
Pancake photo. Yeah.
It's funny though, because on social media, when you're posting pictures of food, I really hate it when people do that, or pictures of their kids on their first day at school. That's like a no-no for me. And there I am taking pictures of pancakes, going, oh, and then people are going, oh my God, that's disgusting. And then you're weird, and then this is kind of weird. Oh yeah, that was a pancake high.
Oh my Lord, that's all of that sugar.
Wow, yeah, that is like, if I was running for president, or what is going on?
Nice.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was a lot of fun, and trying out the delicacies of America, and things like anything that was world famous or award winning, I was all into that. As you know, because
that was a fun night. I think we talked about this the Monday right after Murph. I think you were in the chat though. I mean, this is much more fun because you're here. I mean, literally, we're sitting there. We're ordering wings at was it Wings Etc. or some restaurant? I think it's called Wings Etc. And we're ordering wings, and you're like, do you know what award it's been? It won. Where's the award? Can I see the award? You know, and I mean, obviously your accent makes it much better, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you.
But I was trying to find where the heck I know I know this posted somewhere, but that was pretty funny. And I mean, everywhere you went, it seemed like something was award winning, or what was the other one? It was
world famous.
Yeah, world famous. There you go. I mean, the weird thing about being world famous, as I search through the pictures here, is that how can it be world famous if you live in the world and never heard of it?
Well, that was precisely my point, and it became more and more. And the other thing is what you don't know yet, and I don't know if Tripod's mentioned it on any of the streams or anything, but when I'm in this car and I'm in the driver's seat because it's on the wrong way or the right way, depending on which way you look.
Right.
We're driving along, and I'm seeing signs and I'm seeing Uncle Joe's Beef House, 97X, and doing all these kind of weird things. John's just like, what is going on? And I'm like, it's the sugar.
Yeah.
No, it was good. No, honestly though, everybody was great. Murph was fantastic, and I think I've made some friends for life. And you know, I would suggest if anyone wanted to go out to a show, I think Murph's certainly quite a humbling experience. There's a lot of really, really cool and genuine people out there showing their stuff off. There's no kind of egos or anything like that. You know, I had to take a step down. But you know, that's the thing though, you know, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and it was awesome to meet all these people and yourself and you know, Caleb and yeah, exactly. There you go. Look, that's the there's me. Yeah, why do I always do that? I don't know what's wrong with me.
I'm not sure, but no,
I always look mental. I don't know why.
No, that was. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad you enjoyed your trip. I'm definitely. It was great to meet you in person. We had a lot of fun. I think Caleb probably has a video of you like trying to pick me up because I wouldn't jump on you like Dirty Dancing. And
I would have died.
I mean, you would have died. It would have been a pancake. For sure.
I might have got COVID. You know, that could have been a thing, right?
I mean. Or pregnant. I'm not sure. No. Yeah. Oh, so Sam, I get up. I'm like, I'm gonna go mess with the jukebox, and he's like, Dirty Dancing, and I just went back, and we come back, and like 10 minutes later, it comes on the jukebox. I was like, I definitely had to. And then he gets up, and he's like, come on, let's do this. And I'm like, you're crazy. I mean, I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna break everything. And
I don't know. The thing is, I was just having a really good time, you know.
Yeah.
And it's good. I get into that mode where I'm like, they do cocktails. Wait a minute. They do cocktails?
Yeah.
That's gonna happen right now. So yeah, we that's just the way it goes.
It was definitely fun. It was great to meet you in person. And one of the cool things that you brought with you, it was the whole Death Racer thing. So yeah, you have one sitting right next to you. I have. Mine.
I've got three sitting
here. Mine just lost its head. But yeah, you got three sitting there now.
I have. Yeah. This is David, 3D printing nerd, producers. One that I'm kind of working my way through at the moment.
Nice.
And then I've got the Benchy Polymaker one that we've got here, which is going to need a little bit of a repair. And then we've got the other Speedy Racer that sort of died a bit of a death.
Yeah. This was, and then we got that one. That's the one that I got the Joel head.
Yeah.
On mine, but it was definitely a blast. So what is it? Where'd the idea come from? And you know, all that. Let's start at the beginning, and then let's tell people where they can get the files, because the files are out there.
They are indeed. Yeah, there's a Facebook group and everything now. So they're starting at the very beginning. What happened was I went out to Formnext in Frankfurt, and I was there with Polymaker. They basically got me a ticket, and I turned up and spent a couple of days there. It was awesome. And but unlike Mirth, it's very kind of it's B2B business. It's not kind of like a consumer market or anything like that. So it was a very different format. But I spent quite a lot of time with a guy called Luke, who works for Polymaker, learning about the filaments, learning about the materials, and understanding, essentially, if I'm going to build something with this stuff, what's the strength, quality, what's the material, what's the properties of this. Spent quite a lot of time with Luke, actually, sort of talking about that. Had a really, really good time out there. And of course, I met Joel. And there's a couple of photos of me dressed up like Where's Waldo, or Wally, as we call it in the UK, hanging around in the background. And so Joel and I sort of hit it off straight away, and we just had a bit of fun. And I said to him, look, if I come up with something, I don't know, some sort of racer or a robot. And I had this idea of the little Tidu robots.
Sure.
And then basically 3D printing, nerding that up. And then I got back and I started talking to Michael Badley, who I know has been on the show as well. Really good friend of mine. He's a top guy, and I've got a lot of time for Mike. He's an incredible designer. And we had inadvertently started working on another robot, which was a 50% droid, which we had to can due to a variety of different reasons. Anyway, so we had this drive system, and Michael's like, hey, what about if we did something like a fighting robot or something? And I said, yeah, jousting. So we just started talking about this thing. And so I get on a call with David and Joel, and I'm like, hey, what about if we made this thing and it was like a jouster? And I'm kind of like the middleman with this sort of stuff. So I'm the promoter of this stuff, right? So I'm the voice of it. So I'm kind of getting out there going, yeah, we've got this design. It's good. I'm upselling something that's not even been made yet. And they're going, yeah, this sounds amazing. This sounds amazing. So then we start getting the designs out, and I'm sending them images and saying, this is what we're looking to do. But the idea at the time was, I said, look, in any kind of media or PR format, is what would generally happen is the people that are making the content will produce the product, and then Joel would turn up and go, hey, I've made this or whatever. And he was like, no, I don't do that. I don't want to do that. I want to make this myself. So I was like, okay. Then David's then like, hey, what about if we got loads of people in the community to build these and we have this massive race at Mirth? And I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'm an enabler. I love that. So we kind of had this traction of, we've got someone that's going to be able to push and promote something, which is Joel, and a bunch of other kind of makers and people like yourselves. And then there's me, that's going to be kind of like the voice of it. Michael's going to be the designer, and we're going to kind of... the way it kind of works is people would join up to his Patreon for $1. This is $1. You can download the files and then cancel it if you wanted to. It's not really about the money. It's mainly about the community, and we want this to be kind of like a community-led thing. I don't want to be involved with this forever, because I want to do other things as well. I've got bigger robots to make. I've got, but the other stigmatism that we had as well was around I'm known for Star Wars stuff. And I didn't want this, and I keep calling it a droid, and people keep saying, oh, have you got the racer droid? And droids are very much to do with Star Wars, and it is a robot, it's a racer, it's a death racer. So we kind of came up with this name, and the rest is sort of history, really. So Joel's video comes out on Saturday, and as you know, at the Mirth event, I think we had 5 or 6 racers there. The time limits that we set ourselves were a little bit ambiguous. I think we thought that they were going to be quick to build, and they weren't quite as quick by the time you're getting stuff from Taiwan shipped over and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So certainly we want to try and kick it off for the next one. So I've got a race in Frankfurt, then I've got another one in the UK, then I'm going to be back out to the States at Mirth again next year. I've already kind of pigeonholed a hotel booking, because I'm kind of trying to guess when it's going to be on that weekend. So, hey, David, how you doing? Hey, David, this is your racer, mate. Yeah. So it was great. And of course, those guys kind of got involved, and it's funny actually, because on part of the video, you can see David, Joel just went gun ho and smashed into everything and inadvertently broke his racer, right? Spoiler alert. But you can see, and I've got this video of David just going, and he just sort of lets his hands down, like he had to just let it go. And you could tell it, he was like, I just want you guys to do driving forward, and I want this sweeping motion. And it would have been beautiful. We all know it would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
Joel didn't get the memo, and he's smashing it into stuff, and it just, it just sort of broke apart.
Funny story. Remember, he had the drone up, and we were just going to drive out and like come back. And I decided I'm going to run into tripods, and I busted my gear, and I was like, pit stop. I run inside thinking you guys are just filming some B-roll. We're going to fight. I come back out, and the carnage is already done. Like everything's almost over. It's tripod at like half speed, whining. The whole time he's like half speed. I'm never going to win. And he wins because everybody else killed themselves first. And then he's still running around like, haha, suckers. And it was a lot of fun. I came back out and I was like, well, I'm just going to start crashing stuff and let's see if we can knock some heads off. And I think at one point I went over my tripod and he was like smashing my head just to get it to knock off. And it was, the whole thing was a lot of fun. It was just funny because like we should have been like, all right, here's the deal. This is what we're going to do. And then race time is here. And really what it turned into, like, B-roll carnage. Like, there was
I can't wait to see the video. Honestly, I can't wait to see the video but here was the thing, you know, we started off like, is it going to be this big thing? And there was a lot of interest, like a hell of a lot of interest, especially on the Friday when you were trying to set up and get things. And there's people coming over. And it's like, oh my God, you know, it's not starting until tomorrow. Can we talk about this later? You know, we've just, like, good God, you know, and people were really excited about it. So we came up with this concept design. It was kind of prototyped and we put it out there, and you know we sent it to a bunch of different people. And it's funny because like Slice Engineering got it, Lozbot did a fabulous job on their robot, and you know it was insane. And in addition to that, I've seen their version 2 of it now, and it looks epic. So, long story short, if you go to my YouTube page, you'll see that there's a Death Racer video there. That gives you all the information of how to build one, where to find it, where to go, and all that kind of stuff. So subscribe to the channel, make that happen, get my subs up, and we've got more to come. So the exciting news is literally today, I was chatting to Michael and we were like, what can we improve upon? And people are asking, you know, there's one guy on the Facebook group, the Death Racers Facebook group, who's building like a 50% one. And this is where you get that community led. Yeah, this is where you get that community-led sort of 3D printing ethic, and people change things. And I want people to do that, and it's you know, it's indicative of why we're doing this is because it's all about the community. It's all about doing something that's going to be great. So, as you know, the motors in these are 1,000 RPM. So Michael's like, hey, you know what? Have you seen these? And I'm like, no. And these are brushless motors with, I think, the peak current is at, I think it's 88 to 125 amps on the stall current. And these things are insane. Nice. And they've got, so you get rid of the speed controller, you've got these motors, and you've got a gearbox that goes on it. So we go from 1,000 RPM to 4,000 RPM, just like that. Jesus. And in addition to that, we also reduce the voltage from 14 volts down to 7.2. So nice. So actually we are looking for kind of efficiency on that. Right. Meanwhile, on the flip side to this, there's 2 more versions that are being worked on, which aren't Death Racers. These are things that you can ride on yourself. So the next one is the Toolbox robot, which you've seen already. Yeah. And we're just beefing that up, ready for form next. And then once we've completed that one, that's kind of a interim one where we're going to be making, hopefully, a Death Racer that you can actually ride on, a human being, full-size adult who is the size of a 10.
This is going to go well.
Whatever. We're going to race Matt Denton and Ivan, the guy with the red tank. He wants in on it as well.
Yeah.
So it's turning into this whole big thing, which is insane.
That would be amazing. So I could see like the track portion. You know, Shannon has Wanda on. She's standing on a track version. It's like floating her across the floor. Like
y'all can injure yourselves, and I will watch.
Yeah. Absolutely. and this thing is going to be a bit insane. And we're looking at. So
the
you know,
motors are huge.
Exactly.
I mean, like these motors are monsters in here, and We'll put it this way. I'm surprised Lulzbot even moved. That thing was on fire essentially at the end. I mean, and you could smell it from like 15 feet radius. It was like it was bad. But no, I'm super pumped for that.
So as you know, Polymaker sponsored this as well, and you know it was really cool because anybody that we kind of invited into this because we wanted people to make it, not just go, oh yeah, I'll have a look at the files and see what happens. And you know, we sent it to Slice, we sent it to a few different people, And when they saw them in person, they're like Slice Engineering, E3D, Prusa are all like, we need to build these. We need to make these now. And they've got the files. I've hand delivered them. There you go. So Nick at Polymaker has been awesome and constantly keeping me in filament.
Speaking of Polymaker, I'm going to need some filament for that one, I think. And no, I think that would be an interesting. I mean, what do you do? Is like really jousting? I mean,
no. So this will be for racing, and the idea that I think the bigger idea here is this will do. I'm hoping about 60 miles per hour. Jesus. So this is a serious bit of kit. This isn't something you'd want to undertake, just for the crack. And we're looking at, racing Matt Denton's Lego XL go-kart. We're looking at something that's, if you imagine being on that death racer yourself and putting your legs down there and going, right, it's got to be able to fit inside my van. So if I go to any of the events, I've got to be able to reverse this thing out and get into the showground and stuff.
Oh my God.
But we're looking at some considerable sponsorship for batteries, and it's actually called Project Fuel Crisis because, again, it's electric motors, big, beefy motors. So this is the interim thing. So I wanted to go to Murph. I wanted to show a product, and this, my whole channel is all about making stuff, right? And all I seem to be doing is reviewing mediocre 3D printers a lot of the time, and I don't necessarily want to be doing that forever. I want to be leading products, and I want to be pushing stuff out and working with some great people like yourselves, and getting involved with it.
The fun stuff is what you're saying. The fun stuff. So,
and I will mention as well, one last thing: Tripod did win. So that's it. Start, middle, and end. What was supposed to happen is
it did. Yeah.
We were supposed to do a speed contest. We were supposed to do agility, a bunch of other stuff, and instead we just went smashing into stuff, and that was the end of that.
So I think I'm pretty sure David can let us know. I'm pretty sure Joel's still working on the video from that, I'm guessing. But I could tell you
next Saturday.
But I could tell you that this was what happened. You could see the tracks off. So this thing was like at least 10% 3D gloop or more.
Yep. So Kudamod is on the Benchy racer, the Polymaker Benchy racer. I'm behind. I'm underneath Joel. Which
you're here. Joel's here.
I feel like his wife. And then obviously Tripod to the right. Now Lost at that point was obviously repairing theirs. But that was a thing of beauty, an absolute thing of beauty.
I was definitely. Don't forget David. He's up here.
David's there as well.
David's staying away from the carnage with the drone. But yeah, it was just, speaking of tripods, he dipped his and he did this hydrographics thing, and that thing looked absolutely phenomenal. There's a whole video on how he did it, like he showed the process and stuff. But
there's a B-roll to that as well, where he's just sniffing it and rubbing it and stroking it and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah. But this was super cool, man. I love that idea too, and such a cool idea. Nice work on that one. And he did. He won fair and square. He didn't get his head knocked off. He was still driving. The only one I think at the end was still driving, by the way.
Yeah.
And
racer. I mean, it was beautiful. It really was.
You can see this one, right? You have everybody lined up, and then there's me. Let's see. Let me look at this face of disappointment. My track is in my hand. So what happened was I got a little greedy during the B-roll, and I thought I'm going to just run into tripods. I'm pretty sure it was tripod. And when I did that, I broke one of the gears. The track came off. I had to run back and screw it all. It was hilarious. But yeah, I laugh so hard because the face I'm making in this picture just says it all. Like everybody's like, yeah. And then I'm just like, oh, like the kid in the fat kid in the background that just got out first in dodgeball. That's me. So that, oh, wait a minute. Hey, Sam.
Yes.
You were talking a lot of crap about Joel's racer. I mean, rightfully so, because it was made on the bamboo, right?
What do you mean, the bamboo?
Oh, the bamboo. But I think I think Joel needs a rebuttal. How you doing, Joel?
Rebuttal? What do you mean? Whatever Sam's saying is the truth. You know that. Hey, look at that. It's the new bamboo. It's the new bamboo. It's the new bamboo. Still not complying with open source.
Yeah. This week.
Yeah, Sir Will said this week, but whatever, right? Every mention of the bamboo has to be followed by does not conform to open source until they rectify it. And if it's the end of this week, that's great. Good job, Bamboo, who doesn't comply with open source yet.
Yeah, I had a thought that you might show up at some point. Actually,
well, I was sitting here and I was like, we're giving him a lot of static on his racer. We're talking about the racers, so I'm chatting him on Twitter. Quick,
my
Sam's
racer
on.
was terrible. What are you talking about? It was awful. Like I was like full send break.
Yeah, well, it's true. And
it was awful.
Let's be fair, Joel. It was full send break every time you drove it because my bamboo printed your parts all day Friday.
It did all day. In fact, your super thick, like 4 perimeter, 50% infill polymaker filament, like the tough PLA, snap. Just snap. No. So my video on the Death Racers comes out Saturday. It's just an edit now. And I have to tell you, I've replaced the parts with CF nylon and CF PLA. And I've done some tests and it's so much better. It's so much better.
Yep. All gas, no brakes. Yes.
That's right.
Hey,
were you listening then to the upgrade we're planning?
No, I had to go downstairs to do something. What are the upgrades? Recap. TLD Army.
So the upgrades are 4 times the speed, which you knew because you texted me earlier.
Oh, that upgrade. I thought you were talking about, I don't know, something else. But yeah. That would be amazing. Because right now, I mean, on a full battery, it cooks, right? It zooms pretty good.
Yeah,
and it goes along. They last for a while on the.
I did notice though. I went in the grass and it was like going ring, but I had to go backwards because going forwards, the weight in the back would tip it up and it wouldn't track because it's a little bit back heavy, aren't we all?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you who one of the real winners is here still is Pooch, because what you don't know is these guys left it all too late, so I had to source the parts and give them the parts in the UK so they could take them back and build the racers, right? And then what happened, Joel?
Well, okay. I know you spent a considerable amount of time, almost like days at this point, just compressed really tight. And you build Pooch's racer, at least the motors, the electronic parts, and the speed controller, the things, right? The stuff. You got to that part. And I know he took it back to California, and he couldn't fit it into his luggage because he had a booth to run, a really sexy booth. Me though, I got the tracks together when I got home, and I was really tired. And I was like, we'll just do it at Murph. And by we'll just do it at Murph, I mean John and Sam.
Yeah. Hey, I can't say anything because I showed up with just tracks as well. So the plan was we were going to film a build video at Murph, and I was going to build it with Sam. And then when I got there,
you have time at Murph to do that.
Yeah, no. Well, Friday. We were going to do it Friday afternoon, right after we set up. And then I got there, and John's like, give me the box of parts and leave me alone. Like, don't talk to me. You can't. I was like, can I do anything to help? And he's like, yeah, go back to your booth. Like, so thank you so much, Tripod, John at Tripod's Garage, because he built mine. I think they sabotaged ours is what really happened.
I mean, I think we sabotaged ourselves by being lazy. I think that's what did it. And honestly, I did see someone talk about 3D gloop, and they were the savior of all because one of the polymaker filaments I had was a silk filament, which by definition doesn't have the same layer adhesion. But I still built structural parts out of it because why not? With 2 perimeters and 10% infill, on the new bamboo. I wasn't thinking. And so I went to Andrew over at 3D Gloop, and I was like, can I borrow some gloop? And I was like building my racer with gloop rather than screws and nuts. And then, he brought it over. Wait, he brought it over. And then I was like, can I just keep it here?
Yeah. Now, what happened is every time Joel picked up his racer, he had a 3D gloop pit crew around him, and he would be like, "You need it broken, set it down." They would run in, and it would be like,
"You need a video like that for TikTok."
No, it was
what
awesome.
we do. Yeah, hey, you know what? Next time we do this for TikTok, we'll film a vertical video of a racer pulling up, and then just a pit crew just sends upon the racer,
and have everyone in the HotMakes shirts just jump in. There you go.
The HotMakes pit crew.
There you go. The HotMakes. So, truth be told, when I had to run back in because I smashed my wheel off, they saved me too. I got 2 longer screws, And I ran over to the gloop, and they're like, throw some on. And I was like, yeah. And then they said, where's it go? And I said, right here. They go, you better hurry. So I'm screwing the screws in, and they saved the day over there too. So
I got it all back together.
Oh,
dig it. There we go. And there's my racer right there. And everything that is within the tracks is either carbon fiber nylon, carbon fiber PLA. It works so much better. It's a really fun design. Sam, I can't wait for more people to download this and join the Facebook group. I can't wait to actually have a challenge with parts that aren't going to break just by running it.
So, Joel, are you going to be taking this to Formex?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take whatever I can to Form next. What's great though, with a bunch of pre-planning, I should be able to just stuff a bunch of crap in a box and then put a label on it, and then ship it off to whatever hotel.
I will say that both of my racers got damaged from shipping back, so I don't know quite what happened. Maybe somebody nosedived on it or something. I don't know, but we are
FedEx.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I may do that to the US next time. I think just ship stuff out. In fact, David said, why don't you just ship it back? And I was like, nah, I'll just put it in my luggage. It was a nightmare. It literally was a nightmare. But we're going to come back stronger. That's the message. And a lot more people have these now. Nero has them. Brian Vines has them.
Probably.
Yeah. So I know because
I'm super excited to see John. I think it's John that's printing the half scale one. Because mini ones would be fun too.
It would be like little desk racers.
Yeah, little desk death racers. That's
those at that speed that you want to up it to would be insane.
Oh my god,
you wouldn't be able to control it.
The speed we're talking about right now is going to be it's going to stand up.
I understand that. It's like if you make them smaller, you will never find them, and they'll just rocket launch out.
That'd be great. I actually can't wait to see that.
Well, actually, it's all about the TPU if it actually sticks down or not. It might just sit there and spin on the.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though, because Sam's talking about Formnext, which is an industrial AM show. So we have companies that are printing titanium and composite materials that have a high TG that are going to make that ting sound and really have some strength. Like, I cannot imagine we won't see parts in peak for some of these racers.
Yeah.
Like, I would imagine we're going to see some pretty interesting parts, especially if other companies get into the mix that aren't consumer-based 3D printing, that are on the industrial side. I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's gonna be really amazing to see.
And from what I'm hearing, titanium death racers. What I'm hearing is next Murph, it's going to be, instead of the spool racers, it's going to be death racers, full size.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be on at Murph next year. I mean, I've already got the tickets booked for the hotel, which I think I know when the dates are going to be. If they're not, and that's fine. But
same weekend, I think.
We'll wait and see.
It's what they told us is the same weekend next year.
I think, Murph is limited by the animal auctions at the county fairgrounds, right? Because isn't it the same building? And the only reason we could have it in this building is because it was after the animal auction.
I don't know.
I think we should go at the same time. It'd be a really interesting place to go with 3D printing one side and a bunch of cattle being auctioned.
Just don't rocket launch the racers into the goats or something.
Yeah, so I got 22nd to the 25th in Goshen. I'm not staying in the motel that I stayed in last time, but I'm sure that was just like
he's stayed at like a Holiday Inn or something. And he's like, "What is this?" No,
man. Yeah,
no, good. But but it's going to be interesting. I think if we can,
you should just have the pancake place and see if they'll let you stay there.
Yeah,
I'll clean the dishes if you just give me unlimited food.
What we could do is build a robot that flings pancakes at Sam, and he has to eat that pancake before the next one approaches his face.
All day.
Yeah,
it'll go under. Like the Krispy Kreme sugar wall that the donuts pass through. The pancakes could pass through a butter wall and a syrup wall as they make its way to Sam's face.
Well, actually, what we'll do is we'll have it fling Amish crack donuts at you.
So those are dense too. I mean, if you fling those, that could hurt.
Moist.
I might have to avoid this next year too, because this just sounds like diabetes and a trip.
I've got to be honest. It was the most fun I had with my clothes on for a long time. It was seriously good. We it didn't matter who you were with. It was just all chaos the whole time. And,
It was fun. It was
in
definitely
addition
a
to that,
blast.
there were a lot of 3D printers, a lot of like-minded individuals there as well. And I couldn't get Joel away from my table. We had
I loved it.
at one point, didn't we? It was
Well, you were holding his racer hostage, so he was trying.
okay.
Just make.
I'm sad I missed it though.
I think we even cuddled for a little bit while you made a TikTok.
We did.
I think so.
Yeah, I was singing.
Yep.
You were.
And then,
Anyway.
yeah, you definitely did. And then
3D printing in red.
Exactly that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I
And
stopped
then,
going on TikTok after that video. When
That's good.
I was like,
And I say goodbye, and Pooch's nitrous Pepsi blew up on me. Yeah, he's like, here, have this nitro Pepsi, and it's Pepsi that's instead of carbonation, it's nitrogen. And I cracked it open, and just poof. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Andrew, come back next year and eat a
was
cracked donut. That's where the
Yeah. Crack donuts and nitro Pepsi. Come to Murph.
That's the way to do it. Really, it's a 3D printing show where you explore different culinary options.
Well, I tried to do Earth as well, but I just couldn't make the numbers work, and the flights are really like horrendous.
Oh my god, don't tell me about it.
Flights are terrible, like awful right now.
Getting one to San Diego one way is like $500 for me, which is insane.
Oh,
it's usually
where are you coming from?
150 Pittsburgh,
Oh, yeah.
Pennsylvania, but it's usually like 300 round trip out to California because I do it multiple times a year, and it's like 500 one way now in the States. Like that's messed up.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
bad.
We're actually I'm driving. I'm going out to Wyoming this weekend, and we're driving because it was $1,000 a ticket, and my little guy turned 2, and I'm like, oh, they fly free until they're until they're 2. Well, that means they stop and they make you buy a ticket after 2. You know what I mean? So I was like, $3,000, not happening. I'll just drive.
No, it's bad.
But no, thank you. Hey, Joel, thank you for jumping in.
Yeah, thanks for letting me stop by. That was a lot of fun.
We were talking some Death Racers and
Racers.
Yeah, I appreciate you jumping in. And I did fit into Sam's shirt. I got it when we woke up. Well, that's a different story.
After we
what happens at Murph stays at Murph. Jim, it's fine. It's fine.
That's why it's his size, not mine.
Oh, boy.
Well, I'm gonna take off, Shannon.
All right. See you later, Joel. Have a great night.
See you soon.
Bye.
See you later. Oh, surprise, by the way. We were talking, and I was like, Joel's got to get in this. Let's see. I just chatted him quick, and I shot him the link. But, it was definitely a lot of fun. Death Racers, if you haven't checked it out, earlier we posted the link. Check the link out. It was definitely, it's worth the build. It is a heck of a build. I'm going to throw it out there. I didn't even build mine, and it's a heck of a build. But it's a lot of fun and definitely rewarding when you're done.
As things evolve, this is one of my kind of like, I'd like people to build the one that we put out, and then if they want to modify it later on, then pretty much they've got most of the component parts. But there's not going to be much changing. It's when people then start putting crazy stuff in there, and then someone else is always trying to follow that trend. Go for it if you want to, but the version 1 will be there. We'll do some tweaks and modifications just to make things a little bit stronger. But the key is very much going to be about the layer lines, the infill, and obviously the materials, and finding out where the weak spots are, which we certainly did at that weekend. Bear in mind, we only had one race. That was it. One race.
No offense, Polymaker filament was great. Thank you so much for sponsoring the filament on mine and Sam's and probably Joel's and a whole bunch of them. Yeah. So thank you so much on that. The filament, like 99% was great. Just I didn't have wheel covers. Don't run into somebody sideways with the wheel. It wasn't the filament. It was just a spot in the gear that, didn't go great. Shout out to Sam for letting you drive his Benchy Racer. Yes, that was pretty brave. He usually only touches resin prints. So you were pretty. I'm just.
Yeah.
No, Matt is a good dude, and he was having a lot of fun. But we got some HotMakes to get through. You want to do some HotMakes too?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. HotMakes, first time in a couple weeks. Let's do it. All right, the first one we got comes to us from Uncle Bunk. This is a project that's gone to the edge of space and has been recovered. And Bob Carnes helped make it possible with a Wexter Mini Spaceman And let's see if I scroll this down. They tagged us. So this was let's see, 132 has flown to the edge of space and been recovered. It must have been. I'm guessing it's a balloon. I'm not sure. Let me know. But I do see the mini dude on here, right there.
That's
and this
insane.
It all went up. 200th mission, it says. It all went up and got recovered. So that's pretty dang awesome. I see Grogu flying in the background here too, by the way.
They would.
Edge of Tech, Edge of Space. That's awesome. But yeah, that's pretty cool that a Wexter mini spaceman's up in space and this thing went all the way up there and came back. So thank you for sharing that, Uncle Bunk, and Bob Carnes for printing, it looks like. All right, what else we got? Abby Brown. Abby is a frequent flyer this week.
Yes.
She has been just killing it with vases. Have you been seeing these, Shannon?
I have. As I lose my voice, I have. Many tags, and they're also different, first of all, but they all turned out amazing. I love them.
Let's see.
Variety.
Variety. She's been killing it, and some of these are just. I mean, I love the texture on that one, by the way. Some of these are really cool. She's playing with them. It looks like she's using.
I love how that
she has more
image
3D.
Is functioning too.
Yeah.
Just putting that up there. I like the transition.
Right. Transition.
Yes.
And then here you go. She has not a banana for scale. We'll forgive you, Abby. We'll forgive you. But it's an actual scale. So there's that. These look like they're about 200 millimeters tall. And then let's see. I'm pretty sure. I thought I had another one. I'm going to move this one up.
I'm
going to move this one up because why not? Summer days. Let's see. Let me just do this. This was pretty cool.
We need those ramps for death racers.
Yes, death racer ramps. So she just wound up the little motorcycle guy.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Hey.
Over the Flexi Rexy. Oh. I guess that's how you kill a Flexi Rexy. That was a lot of too much fun. Looks like
wait. We have a comment
3D.
that says sound on.
Oh, sound on. I think he had the sound on. Let me start it here. Let's try it. You have the sound. Yeah, I think we have the sound on. Yeah. Whoa.
Do you guys hear that? Because I don't hear that.
No, I'm not picking it up.
Oh.
Unfortunately, but it is on. It is
weird.
on.
I can hear it in my ear, so it must be playing.
No.
But yeah, that was super cool, and I think we have one more from Abby that I'm just going to move up because why not? This was actually we might even have two more.
You have another one.
We have this. Welcome to Abby HotMakes. So the first one here, straight from the print bed to the turntable. This is. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. That's definitely showcasing that sweet tricolor filament. And then here's a couple of other prints. And I think if we scroll down, you can see them. They're spinning at the same rate, she said. Pretty dang cool. I don't know. What is this thing? Let's see. Did I miss what it was? What is it, Abby? Oh, it's right here. It's a toothbrush, MFFCD and toothbrush tree. Yeah. I'm not sure what the acronym is, but let us know in the comments. It's sweet. It's a toothbrush tree. Do you have toothbrush trees where you're from, Sam?
No.
They grow. I mean,
we don't have any toothbrushes. That's why we've all got bad teeth. I haven't though. I've got the Hollywood smile going on at the moment. I'm Invisaligning, 3D printed Invisaligns. So
yeah,
I roll.
That's your grill. Here's one more for Abby. We got it. This one is. She says it feels so magical to me, as it contains some sort of a mystic potion. So this one is obviously have 2 colors, but it's pretty dang sick.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome. So check out, I think it's Colts 3D. And it looks like Colts 3D. Check it out there. You definitely got to check out some of her vases. They are just so cool. Yes, there you go. Oh, man. What a cleanup effort on this one. The toothbrush holder started looking like trees as I add more angles. You should see the 6 holder. Oh, boy. Nice. Sweet work. I love it. I love the colors, especially. They pop here. We got the scale there. There you go. Just in case we need a scale next to the mini gym next to you. There. All right. Local maker Michigan Post Murph plain builds. Since I bought some 3D gloop using Polymaker 3D Protopasta and all the good stuff. So that's pretty awesome, man. And I was going to ask for a scale, but you have a spool. So, I mean, it's not too big, right? Did you put something on my head? Oh, that's the door open behind you. It looks like. Oh. Nice. Nice work here, Local Maker Michigan. Next up, have you guys seen these? The skulls? I think we talked about them maybe like a couple weeks ago. But Chelsea has been doing these skull planters. She got the inspiration from Uncle Jesse's, and they are just killing it. I love these things. I think we need to get you some, Sam.
I think we do. I think we need to make that work. That looks awesome.
Put this on the Death Racer.
That can happen. That definitely can happen.
It definitely can happen.
Oh, cheeky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Shannon needs a couple of these too for her background. Yeah. On the top of your mannequin there, you could print one of these.
There's nowhere to put it.
I don't know. I was just talking like the head on your mannequin.
Don't make me, Brig. There's nothing to do up here.
Well, we could gloop it.
Like, I can't even pull this one down because it doesn't stay on the gold.
Yeah, a back to skull special. I can't even say that straight, Brian. Nice work there, Chelsea. These things are awesome. Check them out. They're free on Thangs, so you got to check them out. Free on Thangs. What else we got here? Local Maker Michigan again, printing the same skulls. I think I love all the different textures. That's one of the things I love about them. Nice work there. Chris Travis, the regulation caddy system by Clock Spring in tripod garage. Favorite colors for the new office at work. Tripod, if you're still with us, there you go. It's the green and gold. Yes, that's Packers colors. He's a Bears fan.
Oh, boy, we can't talk. Although, I don't know, man. Maybe I have to be a fan of you guys because I bet you name your stadiums a little bit better than our city does.
Well, Lambeau Field will never change, but I can't speak for any of the other ones.
Yeah, you don't
Polymaker, thank you for coming. Yeah.
I don't even know how to pronounce it, or I would tell you guys. It's just awful.
That's hilarious. Well, Tripod was recently camping in Wisconsin, and he had a Bears picnic table cover on, like a tablecloth. So this all stemmed from that, I think. What else we got? 3D printing Joey. I was expecting a kangaroo to pounce around, but final product is a coaster. Everything printed in Arion filament on the Under 2 Pro. And gloop to hold it in place. This is pretty cool. I like this idea for a coaster. Yeah, you could get behind that. Put your cocktail, your one of your 4 cocktails.
Oh,
I just tune it out at this point. Like y'all react, and I'm just like, all right.
That's hilarious. Yeah, this is awesome, and that looks super cool. Those layers are, yeah. Nice work there. 3D printing Joey. We'll follow you. What else do we got?
Drinks droid.
This one was pretty awesome. 3D print and paint. The BR2U droid by Badley, right?
Yep.
with a smoke mod. This thing is pretty dang awesome.
Hey, look at those tracks.
Oh, they look familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I love it. I love the smoke too.
That's cool.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Have you not seen that? Have you not seen that? Seriously.
I think he was talking about this when we had him on the show, but I don't think I've seen it.
Mm. Yeah, my one does bottles of milk and nappies for when we had my son.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is awesome. We should have had these at Murph, driving around like handing us beverages.
Definitely. And crack donuts.
Yeah. If we were, remember we were going to drag around spools with beverages in them, and then we never got that far because they all broke.
I do.
It was awesome.
I recall that.
Hey, there you go. Jano's got it. Nailed it. Don't worry. I still have my my Murph survival bag. Yep. With the water and the cup and the Oreos. Thank you so much, Caleb's dad. Yep. Thank you for that.
Have you opened that yet? Like,
not yet.
You just keep showing off the bag, man. Like, do something.
Well, it's a survival bag. I can't open it until I need it. Jeez. All right, what we got here? I know we're running late. Oh, it's only 2 after. I thought we were much later. So this, I think Caleb's in the back. I want Caleb to come out and let's talk a little bit about this. This is from Richard Smith. This is the gentleman who passed away recently. This was a pretty dang awesome build, and I know he tagged it for us, and I kind of wanted him to jump on. Do you know anything about this, Caleb? No, guess not.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
There you go.
Thought
Can you guys hear me?
From us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, there we go. No, I was just scrolling through Richard's stuff recently because I was missing him and saw this and thought it was really cool. When we were at CMC together, he was asking me questions about Tinkercad and learning how to use it to model simple things. And when I saw this, I realized that he had actually spent some time and learned it after I had left, which I thought was really cool. But he made this from a there's a link somewhere on his Twitter here for the thing of it's the Thingiverse product item page, whatever it is. But he made it with a cigar box, just a blank cigar box that he bought for like $5 on Amazon.
Nice.
And then printed the insert and added felt. He's got 2 different inserts for it for felting it and everything. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. So thank you for sharing that. Again, description if you want or can help the family, definitely could use it in this time. And yeah, so thank you. Okay, bye. All right, last but least, Shane, it glows. Tomorrow I should have it in a state for printing. So Sam, I'm not sure if you saw the baby belt at Murph or not, but Shane had it there. And it was printing at Murph. So Shane's with us. He's actually, I saw him chatting a bunch in the chat already. So this thing's pretty awesome. Shane, what is the actual build? What's the build size on this? Like, I think it's something like 4 or 5 inches by, it's very small. Obviously it's a baby belt, but it has, if you can see it, it has the, there we go.
Ooh,
the Grogu. Yeah. The Grogu baby stuff belt, which is awesome. Skydown.
We saw that at Murph.
Yeah.
We saw that at Murph and
Kiri, you got a new voice.
I was just bragging about the smooth transition a second ago too. Jeez. Okay. No, we saw that at Murph. It's maybe like 4 or 5 inches wide, and I'm pretty sure that the belt is made out of like fabric from Joanne. You know what? I'll be back.
Just go away.
That was awesome. There we go. Shane says 80 by 100 by 60. I think that was awesome. It was pretty cool to see at Murph, and it was awesome to see there. Sam's thinking it's way too late for this.
It's been way too chaotic today between the internet issues and
yeah. A random Joel sighting. But no, very cool. Nice work, Shane, and we can't wait to see it printing. If you didn't already get it printing, maybe I missed it, but I don't think I saw it after this. Now that it glows, this is pretty sweet. But that was our hot mix.
I've got a hot make for you. This is
you got a hot make. All right, let's do this.
This is my mechanized gorilla that I saw on 3D Gloop's stand at Mirth, and this is free. This is free. Yeah, this is 350% of what it should have been. So it is gigantic. And at the back here, that's actually printing parts for it. I've had to enlist about 6 printers now to print the rest of the parts for this. I thought it'd be a quick print, but it's going to be probably 2 weeks. So
nice. What? Yeah. So that's the head. Is there more to it then?
Yeah, the whole body, the whole thing.
Oh, you're printing the whole body?
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah. If you had a bamboo, you probably have it done tomorrow.
You know what? Don't. Do you know how fast I could have Rescue reprinted?
Yes.
And I need to reprint it, and I'm not doing it because it's going to take me 6 months.
You know what? This is the problem with small YouTubers, you see, is that, we're just not considered.
I know, right? We're going to form a club and just demand consideration.
I've got the alliance with Rat Rig. They always sort me out. That is a quick print.
I was going to say, you have a Rat Rig right there.
I've got
I'm still
3.
in my single tiny.
You got 3 Rat Rigs?
Yeah.
What the heck?
And the new 3.1 upgrade that's coming to a video very, very soon. So make sure you look out for that one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Nice.
Oh,
nice. Well, that
was a smooth transition.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
So when's the spool video? When's the spool kicking video coming out? Because when I did the kick of the spool, I was like, "Oh my god, I must look like Karate Kid." But the reality is, I probably look like Fat Guy kicking some spools.
Yeah,
that's in the video.
It's coming soon.
Oh, good. Coming soon. Good.
I will put it this way. I got too busy today to get it out, but we have it coming. We had a lot of footage. We were trying to get through it all, and
did it look as suave as I thought it was going to look?
I'm not sure. I saw the actual footage from my camera before I gave it to Caleb. But I'm not sure. Caleb will have to add, I don't know how he. I'm not sure how you're portrayed, who played you in the video. So I'm not sure. Is it around the same? Oh, wait. I got it. Oh,
Caleb. You're pulling it up? Okay.
I got it right here. So the spoiler alert, because obviously I didn't release this video yet, but that's a good question, Sam.
I've been waiting for this to come out, and it's here
you go. Let me just so actually Skydown's with us in the chat. He showed up with a truckload, a literal truckload, a truck bed full of spools to donate, and you see a lot of them in that bin in this shot, right? So then
I decide to kick a load of them over.
So then
it doesn't play well, does it?
Was this after sugar?
Sam has this idea. Caleb, the volume's up. I'm not sure if it's going to play or not on the video, but we'll find out. But Sam has this idea. I'm holding these things, and he's like, "Or did I? I'm like roundhouse kick it or something." And I thought, I'm going to take this to the face. Well, let's see what happens. Just because you guys are still here with us, we're going to do this. This will be released probably tomorrow.
Oh yeah, look at that! And your stomach makes a move.
Yeah,
my move out as well.
Yeah. I don't remember. I think that was edited in.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that stance. I've still got it.
That was edited in. I think we want to make sure. I was trying to make you look skinny.
Oh wow. Yeah.
But
those pancakes, there's no chance.
Oh, that's what happens when you have too many. So stop eating them. No, it's going to be a fun video. Truth be told, I haven't even seen the whole thing yet. So I'm super excited to watch what Caleb got together. I think there was 160 something B-roll shots, and it was crazy. The camera adds 10 pancakes. Right. All right. I know it's super late by you, Sam. You're after 1 a.m, I think, and
wow.
But 5 hours to look it up.
Anything else, Shannon, before we go? I know.
No, I don't think for me, guys. I'm just busy here prepping everything. I shipped half of Rescue in a box to San Diego, and I felt like I just lost my child. So
I shipped half of Rescue in a box. That doesn't sound creepy at all.
It's really sad, and I'm scared. And like, I'm sure it'll be fine, but I don't like that it's not here and I can't see it, even though it sits in a box here. So we'll see how that goes. Right,
your baby's in the your baby's like flying across, and if you shipped it at FedEx, you might as well just plan on reprinting it.
Yeah, no, I will never touch FedEx ever.
Well, hopefully it gets there in one piece, and hopefully you have a great. When are you going? Is it next week?
I leave next Wednesday.
Oh, so we got one more of these before you go.
Yeah.
Anything else, Sam? Before we go,
who's on the next one?
Who is on the next one? What's the next
Obviously
date?
Your impersonator.
Yeah, the fake Sam Prentice. We're gonna have him on next week. I don't know if we have anyone next week, but the 25th we have the crew from Cookie CAD. They gave us that filament and stuff. I got it right here, but I can't reach it without taking too much time here. But it's pretty awesome filament. It's Cookie CAD, and we'll have that crew on the 25th. Yeah, so there's that to look forward to.
Amazing.
Yeah, and they have a really cool program too. We're going to talk about their software as well. But if that's it, well, everybody else, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It is about 12 minutes late, but that's okay. We had a lot of fun. We had a surprise guest. We had Sam. I mean, that's what really matters is Sam was here, right? And we had a good Caleb and Geary sighting in one episode, which doesn't happen very often.
Proof we're not the same people.
Yeah.
We don't know what you're talking about. Everybody else, have a great week. We will see you next week right here on HotMakes, same time, 6 p.m. Central. And we'll have some fun with you guys. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.